I suppose we can start right away. Hello. Welcome to Eggfed stream. Let's check on microphone. Hello. Welcome. Oh Jesus, is that how I sound when I try to? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not doing that again. So, why is it? Oh yeah, of course. Today we continue to draw our doggo here. Doggo is of course a character of mine which I've created. Yeah. So basically we need to draw that. Hopefully we can finish the chest today, but I highly doubt that. It seems rather unlikely because of just how much frames we need to draw and how complicated each frame is. But we'll see. If you like those kind of themes and you want to see more, please consider liking and subscribing. Actually, can I do the 1 second? It's working here. Questions for me or a comment? Boom. Let's put on some music first. Today's music choice is going to be Sonic 2 soundtrack. I don't know. I just felt like it would probably be a fitting music for the stream. Come on. No. This kind of looks fine. Again, also the problem of this particular animation is that we need to polish everything out. Boom. Come on. No. Just need to clear this thing a little bit. Sorry if oh, there's no a lot of people watching us anyway. Watching us anyway. Oops. My bad. Also, I did not pin my message. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry if I'm stalling, but I'm currently not doing anything anyway. Okay, so now we are moving to the lock. Boom. Mm-hmm. Boom. Mm-hmm. Should probably wait for somebody to show up. No need to... Mm. No need to talk when nobody's here, anyhow. Okay, should look something like this. I'm not going to... Oh, actually, one thing. I'm not going to draw the handles because the handles are going to be tied to the belt. So that's for later. Okay, so... Now we need to draw this frame here. Boom, boom. Mm-hmm. We kinda don't need this if we have a chest frame already. Let me see how it looks like. I'm just curious. Okay, cool. Doesn't matter. Oh wait! Is that like... Yeah. Here's some key elements here for some reason. Okay, so we'll be redrawing this chest, but it's a little fixed on the right. I need to rotate it a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like this. Actually, let's adjust our eraser here. Boom. Mm-hmm. we have to be on the lookout of the bad lines as soon as possible, because bad lines are not our friends. Ooh, 1 like, thank you. Is it a silent viewer or is it a duty? Either way, it's appreciated, but I'm just wondering. Ooh, a 2nd like. Hey, thank you everyone. Boom. Jeez, everything's so messy, it's hard to navigate where should I even draw. But I think I understand it at some level. Thank you everybody for likes. Really appreciate that. Boom. Okay, need to... I'm not done with the forms. Now I am. Let's... put it back. It kind of shakes and it's going to be a little inconsistent, but I think we can excuse that. Boom. Okay, now we need to draw out... Actually, we need to change the... the lines a little bit. Are you going to do the big blue? Yeah, big booty dog. I mean, yeah, I think I showed that before. To see also high. As you can see, we've done all the doggo frames here. All we need right now is the chest. But yeah, we did all about the dog. Also, I want to change the title. Okay. I'm waiting for you to react to the title on this. I'm waiting for you to react at the title of the stream. I finally watched it. It just took me a little bit longer than I expected because of my short memory. But yeah, I finally watched Sonic the Hedgehog the movie or something like that. Because there actually are two separate movies called Sonic the Hedgehog the movie. Oh, Sonic. Yep. So I saw the movie yesterday when I was getting ready to go to sleep. Overall, before we go into details, I would say that I wouldn't say I did not enjoy myself watching the movie, but I'm clearly not the target audience. It's more of a children movie than anything. Which is fair. I mean, it's Sonic. Everybody expects Sonic to be a little more for kids. And I can appreciate that. Oh no, it's not this one. Okay, whatever. So the thing about the Sonic the movie is it's a very Hollywoodish type of kids movie, and keep in mind that no matter what I say about Sonic, I still kind of like the movie. I'm going to be a little harsh on it, but I believe that being super pedantic about every movie is not great whenever it's kids movie or not. Sometimes you just don't need to nitpick everything and watch the creative product. That's A, and B is that I'm not going to rate it differently as a kids movie, but it's definitely it was made in mind with a kid audience. So I hope you didn't keep any. No, I watched the movie in one breath. Actually, it was interesting. The one thing I was on the lookout are the references, because this movie was just had to have a lot of references if it's going to be a Sonic movie, just because of the nature of this being a movie based on a game. And let me say, I found some. I'm not sure how many references are there. My favorite one would be Sanic. The picture of Sanic that the creepy insane man shows. Well, he's not creepy, he's just insane. And the chili dogs, which was a reference to Sonic's Saturday AM cartoon. I wish there would be more references, however. Despite me not being like the biggest Sonic head, maybe I missed something. I'm definitely missed something, but I wonder how many references are there in this movie. Talking about the movie itself, however, is the biggest issue I have with this is definitely would be the Hollywoodish nature of the movie. I don't know why, for what reason, but whenever the Hollywood tries to adapt a kid property such as Alvin and Chipmunks, what else, Smurfs or Sonic the Hedgehog, they also put on this very boring slice of life storyline. I was not I was never a fan of it, period, and I don't know what it does in the Sonic cartoon movie. Also, one thing I want to mention is that it would be a lot better without it, in my opinion. Like, if the cop and his girlfriend were non-existent in the movie, I would have zero problems with that. It's kind of a... I mean, it's kind of a cliche to put like an unrelated couple into a kid's property adaptation, and it's not a good cliche either. Another thing I have a big problem with this movie is that it's always although it's has a purpose about like the realization and exception, it also has sort of a in my opinion, has like a problem with some forced plot, not plot twists, but plot events. For example, the Sonic in the beginning had an owl parent, or an owl protector, owl guardian. You know, the owl who sacrificed herself to save Sonic. But this sacrifice was pretty much pointless because she could easily go after him in a portal and we would close with no problems. Also, it's not exactly the problem, but the Sonic was attacked by Echidna in this universe, which is kind of interesting because aren't the Echidnas in the Sonic lore supposed to be like protectors and peace lovers? At least that's what I remember from Sonic Adventure. The third problem, and the biggest problem I had with this movie, is that it doesn't feel like Sonic, really. This movie is feels like Sonic when it gets to the end where he fights with Eggman, aka Dr. Robotnik. They have like a lot of catchphrases that go on between the fights. Jim Carrey is acting weird, which I will talk about later. Don't you worry. This whole movie feels like a prequel, really, and it's not a very good prequel, I would say. With that being said, let's talk about the cast a little. When I when I started to watch the film the first time, I thought to myself that the best character, the best performance at least in this movie, would probably be Jim Carrey. But in actuality, I think the best performance in this movie is Sonic voice actor himself. Sonic voice actor. Let me Google his name. Ben Schwartz. Yes. He was in your face. He was cool, edgy in times. Well, 90s edgy, I would say. He was the essence of the Sonic, basically. Because whenever I heard his voice, I thought to myself, yes, this is exactly what Sonic would say. Yes, this is exactly how Sonic would sound like. Speaking of Jim Carrey, I think I can only guess what was in his or director's head at the time. Jim Carrey is not a bad actor, but he doesn't act as Robotnik throughout the whole film except the post-credits. He acts like Jim Carrey. He's more of a Grinch than the Eggman, which is kind of odd, especially because we see him in the end of the movie, and he shows a fantastic performance. This is exactly what Eggman should be in this movie. I have no idea why they done that. The other actors were kind of... I mean, we have to keep in mind that... with all they did in this movie, and all that they can even do, is... well... I don't think they could do a better job, honestly. It's a matter of fact that... it's a matter of, like, what character they had to perform, basically. And they had to perform a very boring, mundane characters, like, hey, I'm a sheriff who wants to be a San Francisco cop, or hey, I am a very supportive girlfriend who also has an annoying sister or something. Kind of, I mean, I always shrug whenever I see something like that. I mean, fine, okay, whatever, who cares? That's all for the characters. I want to talk about the... I talked about the forced plot holes, but I think I talked about on the ideal parent. One of the strangest things is that Sonic started to run in circles out of nowhere, and that caused an electromagnetic impulse that just destroyed the... powered down the whole city. Also, the ending doesn't make any sense. They kind of send out Robotnik to deal with the Sonic. But whenever Sonic appears and defeats the Eggman, everybody congratulate them. I mean, if it was a prequel in the... at least as an intended prequel, Dr. Robotnik should be a little more... I don't know, evil? Because why would you congratulate someone who just destroyed one of your apparently the brightest individuals in the government? That was also strange, and probably the second worst thing in the movie. But without that out of the way, I would say that everything else was fine. I like the graphics in this movie. It's not exactly spectacular, but I like the art style, and I sort of wish this movie was more animated than not. The writing was iffy. I laughed a few times. Well, not laughed, more like chuckled. And the thing about like this writing is, it sort of felt like a. To me, it basically felt like it came from the Office. You know, the show The Office with Steve Carell. It really reminded me of this one. And I would say that it wasn't always bad, but I kind of wish this whole Sonic movie was about Sonic, actually. All in all, if you're going to rate the entire movie, how many stars would you give it out of 5, by the way? Also watch Kung Fu Masters or the Zodiac, the rip-off version. Kung Fu Panda, how's it going? Interesting. Kung Fu Masters. Well, in conclusion, I would say that this movie is it's not bad, and it's clearly oriented for kids. One thing that I want to make clear is that kids are not stupid. Kids are just very and this is like the claim that a lot of people try to make about the cartoons, that hey, actually movies for kids are not supposed to be stupid because it teaches them like stupid stuff. But I feel like whenever you are in society, you just simply cannot fully reject the degenerative culture of your existence. I myself a big fan of World of Warcraft, so that says something. And as much as I'm being hard in this movie, I kind of wish to see a sequel. I hope they would get rid of the cop and his girlfriend and focus more on the Sonic. Although him staying in the exact universe he was in the entire movie, this probably means that, yeah, they're going to keep them. Overall, it's out of 5. I would say it's 3. I've definitely liked this movie more than I dislike this movie, but it's because I'm being very, very generous towards it. Also, and it kind of made me wish to rewatch the Sonic, the old Sonic movie again. It would be interesting to compare the two. Kung Fu Masters of the Zodiac. Oh, I see. It kind of looks like... You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me more of the Last Airbender ripoff, more than it reminds me of the Kung Fu Panda, because of the... this is the exact pose... this is the pose that Aang makes. 3 stars, not that bad. That's also my critique score. I usually critique things in a 1 to 10 scale because it allows me to be a little more flexible with my I don't know, with my views on the movie. I usually do it like a 5.2 rate or 6.7 rate. The reason why is because the solid number is whenever I feel like the movie stands on its own, and the point number is basically wherever I think it stands among the movies of the same quality. For example, what would be the closest movie? For example, I don't like movies such as Warcraft or Twilight. No, Twilight is not on the same level. I don't like Warcraft or well, Vampire's Kiss probably. But I would more gladly watch Warcraft again than Vampire's Kiss. So the score for Warcraft movie would be probably 3.2, and for Vampire's Kiss it would be probably 3.1. I myself, speaking of bootlegs, the only bootleg about Kung Fu Panda I watched was Little Panda Fighter, and it's bad. Well, obviously. I think like telling that the bad thing is bad is, yeah, it's not a surprise. At least not that much of a surprise to anyone. Lol, Twilight, are you talking about the vampire movie? It's cringe. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like even cringe-worthy either. I was never cringing when I saw this movie. This movie is basically it's a softcore for women. There is no, like... I don't think anyone would deny that. And it's not a bad thing either. I don't think that porn is exactly the worst thing out there. This movie is just very, very uneventful for me. Because I remember the first Twilight movie, and I remember... And I remember all the events that happened in this movie. So Bella went into town where she was assigned to a new school where she meets what was the vampire name? Vampire. I don't remember. He paid interest. He then saved her, said, "Go away from me." Then he showed her that he is a vampire. Then they try to do some romantic stuff. Then they try to play baseball. Then they were greeted by the enemy vampires, I want to say. I don't fully understand the plot of this thing. And Uh, mm, oh yeah, and they played baseball, I guess, which was interesting. I never saw a vampire baseball before. Then they were fighting, and then the movie just fucks off. As again, it's not a very eventful movie, but to be honest, I would prefer it more than something like Babnik 2. It's a Russian movie that I hate very, very much, or something like Transformers. Transformers is just abysmal. I just cannot watch it. It's very, very boring. And I don't like watching it also. Mm-hmm. I guess it's going to be somewhere here. Come on. Come on. Yes, finally. Mm-hmm. Oh. But yeah, that was my opinion on the Sonic movie. I kind of wonder about the animated movie now. Not the animated / live action, but the movie that came in. Let me see. It was someone in the 90s. What is playing? What is playing? Oh, okay, I see. Like, I don't want to play that anymore. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We played this already. What's Full F-Zero? I never. Wait, is that like the game where you can make your own thing, your own tracks? Yeah, I think it is. Oh yeah, I remember the man for the cover. We'll play that, I guess. Mhm. 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 Oh, it actually was like a mini series. Yeah, this movie, the movie I'm talking about, was the only movie you watched. Is that the only movie you watched while you were away? But yeah, saw some trailer about Sonic 2, Into It, Legends of Jaffa. That's legit just fun, mate. I watched some Rick and Morty too, but I don't know what to say about Rick and Morty, really. I just don't find it funny anymore. I mean, some of the series are still... some of the series still manage to be a little more interesting. Some are just, well... It's clear that the writers don't know what to write anymore. And it's not something like I pull off my ass. They admitted that openly and at the end of this season 2. And I think that after the season 3, well, including the season 3 itself, not only the popularity of Rick and Morty, but overall quality of Rick and Morty series um, was doing very, very poorly. I believe so. But I cannot believe them from producing those. I mean, just knowing that how much the money is involved in this, it's really tempting to just go on. And besides, it's not like those series retroactively, are destroying the original Rick and Morty somehow. Doo-doo. Isn't that the series already ended? I'm not sure. Rick and Morty? If you're talking about Rick and Morty now, they're still going. I mean, they're not even through this season yet. Through this season 5. I kidding. I think Cartoon Network is going to milk them to the core. Ta-da. If there's going to be money to made on it, it's going to keep happening. I mean, people pay a lot of. I mean, people who hate watch the film nowadays, they do films even more disservice. I mean, not the films, but people who watch a movie just to hate it. In a lot of times when they purchase the ticket and or the DVD, they basically make a disservice to themselves because they still gross some money which they probably wouldn't. Don't quite often watch, but BoJack Horseman, yes. Oh, BoJack Horseman was a great show, and it knew when to end, which is very commendable, to be honest. Also, I fucked up a little bit. Boom. BoJack Horseman was one of the best things that could ever. Could ever happen to nowadays TV show. And it was and the finale was interesting, although not a lot of people understood the finale. In a way that the life of the characters is still going to go on, and there's not going to be like a happy ending for anyone. It's just sort of a conclusion for us, the watcher, the viewers, but not for the characters. That was kind of clever, and it's a funny nod to the episode in the season 5 called Free Churro, where BoJack did a stand-up comedy in the church about his dead mother. It wasn't stand up, it just was reading the material rather. Sorry, I don't know how to talk. um, um, I definitely need to watch more things. Mm-hmm. But when I discovered the BoJack show, I was very amazed. It was both funny and heartwarming times. Mm-hmm. Boom. Mm-hmm. Let's see how this chest looks like so far. No, yeah, we can see it moving a little bit here, but okay, let's just pretend that it's not here. Mm-hmm. One second, I'll grab myself a cup of something and I'll be right back. Oh, actually, I'll respond to you. I don't know if you already seen the Prince trailer that received criticism for people from people saying that the show is mocking the Prince George. Prince. The Prince trailer. The Prince. Oh, it's like a cartoon from the creators of Brickleberry, whatever. Looks like one of those things. Looks like a Big Mouth cartoon. I'm not sure what it is. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Mm-hmm. Okay, now the lock here is going to be something like this, I guess. I also address your attention to the fact that we have spent at least 55 minutes doing this. And we only done like, what, 3 frames total? 4? I mean, it's not like I'm not going to massively massively cut corners in the animations, but still. Boom. Mm-hmm. Come on. Yes, finally. It's always a matter of how precise you draw your lines, so you can smooth them out later, even if you kind of screwed up in a few places. Oops. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. What does it remind me of? It wasn't like a Michael Jackson song starting with those exact notes or something like that. Don't know. Should be here somewhere, and this is going to be here, obviously. The reason why we don't draw the handle, as I mentioned before, is because it's going to be attached to the belt, and it's going to be its own frame. I'm going to add a bunch of gold in the chest. Yeah, here it is. There's a bunch of gold, but it's going to have its own dedicated it's going to have its own dedicated layer for that. The reason why is because I don't want to animate everything at once, because it's going to be very confusing, and it's easier for me to just do it as it is right now, basically. Mm-hmm. Okay. But yeah, it's definitely coming, but it's just not coming right now. Oh no, we have forgotten the thing here. The lock itself. Of course. Something like this, I guess. It's better not to make mistakes at all, but I'm not sure if I'm that cool not to do any mistakes at all. Mm-hmm. Boom. Mm-hmm. Okay, now this in between is going to be a lot easier to do. It always starts hard, but whenever you do more and more in betweens, it becomes increasingly easier to do. Um, mhm. Boo. Come on. Okay, this will do. Mm-hmm. Boom. Like this. Maybe a little smooth and then. Mm-hmm. Maybe I need to zoom out also. Yeah, like this. So the lines would not feel like they are bloated. Mm-hmm. Boom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whew. By the way, is it hot in your country as well? Because right now I am dying. Actually, I'm dying because I did not open the window, so I'll be right back. Now it's going to be a little better. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's rotate this and see where it leads us. Mm-hmm. Boom. Uh-huh. Like this. Boom. Like this. Mm-hmm. Oh, and those lines are sort of the same, which I have nothing against of, actually. It's almost midnight, but the weather is fine, unlike the past week where the heavy rains and hammered at the same time. Oh, Jesus. I mean, I would prefer the heavy rain over like the explicit heat. Wait, what the hell is playing right now? Okay, we're not going to play that. Instead, we're going to play something else. Soundtrack. Zuzi, do you have any suggestions? And while you suggest, I will just boom. Draw this in between frame. Tis the midnight and something is lurking in the dark. You close your eyes and hoping that it's just imagination. Mm. I don't have any right now. Well, crap. I was really hoping you picked something. Hmm. What shall we play? Sorry, I'm thinking here. Mm-hmm. The original Sonic Cost. So I'm a little bored, and I just want to draw stuff. Which we'll have to do for now. Du-du-du-du-du-du. Mhm. Boom. And doom. Oh yeah, that kind of music here is a real gem. Total bangers. Hmm. I'm glad that you like Sonic music. I saves me the time to think about what shall I play today. We really have evolved from our Warcraft stage to a new level where we we are doing everything at once, although we produce not a lot of content as of actual content that you can put on a screen, but my productivity can be a little better, obviously. Mm-hmm. Boom. Okay, it's supposed to be a little somewhere here. And that's why a lot of animated don't do a very detailed characters and stuff. It's because, oh, and especially in like 60 FPS, it's because a lot of it is going to be very, very long and hard to do. Although mine is just not very hard to do, but very tedious to do. Admittedly, I'm not the greatest animator out there. Boom. Let's see that in action. Kind of flickers right now, and you can't really make out what's supposed to be. But at least it's closest, I guess. I think it's going to be two more. You know, if it's going to close right up here, like we do 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 5, 9 frames of the same chest, we're basically done half of the work. Not even kidding. because we are going to recycle those frames 100%. Mm-hmm. But you are not bad, not a bad animator. Thank you very much. I try to be a good animator. Or at least a decent animator. And I hope the success is on horizon. I see a bad moon rising. Mm-hmm. Boom. Okay, now let's move those out. Whew. Here it is. Here it is. It's a second quarter in between, which means that it has to be closer to the blue line. The blue line is a line of the previous frame. I remember my first ever animation. It's a requirement for my school project. Made it using MS Paint and Windows Movie Maker, and it's horrible and as hell. It's like slide by slide pics compiled all together. I actually would like to see that. That sounds like something I would like to see. The first animation I made was like very strange. It also was an MS Paint drawing, which of a strange frog-ish creature. And it wasn't great either. Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah. I should be a little more careful with my lines here. Do, 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 do. Wait, wasn't in Sonic and Knuckles, Knuckles was kind of a jerk to Sonic, if I recall it correctly. Uh-huh. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, let's move in this out one. Oh, Jesus! What the hell was that? That was a black peel of death. I wouldn't say that I'm a fan of it. Mm-hmm. Like this. Like that. Whew. Baby. Mm-hmm. Oof. It doesn't sound like a Sonic soundtrack 1 second. Oh, it is? Oh well. Sounds like something from Mario Universe. Honestly. Oh god. One more in between. And we will have at least some sort of... So far, this animation looks like this. You kind of see it sliding a little bit here. Which... I mean... it's something, but it's clearly not enough. Ooh, baby. Mm-hmm. I remember the soundtrack from Liquid Wars. It's a very unpopular game on the... on the Linux and stuff. And the first notes kind of reminds me of the soundtrack on this game. It's a shame nobody plays it online. It'll be kind of interesting to play it with my friends. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hmm. Whew. Oh, baby. So we made, like, I want to say half of the booty animation, like the actual chest. We made about the half of the work that we should do it on it. I know it doesn't look like when you see at the frame number here, but I promise it is something around that. It's just not very apparent. Oh, Jesus! I was spooked by my own phone. The phone spooked me. Cool. Ring ding ding ding. Where's that came from? I hope it's nothing very bad. Lol. Yeah. I'm a little spooked boy. Boom. I wonder what this soundtrack is supposed to be. It sounds like something for something circus-like. Was there a circus in Sonic the Hedgehog? I wouldn't know. Boom. Boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. It's going to end somewhere here. Dun, dun. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Na na da. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Here's a lock here. And we made the case for the chest. And now it moves something like this. Not very impressive, I know, but bear with me. I just had a lot of things to animate. Do do do. Let's rotate this. Boom. Oof. Come on, yes. If you want to get yourself freaked out easily, change your ringtone. I've set mine on IT when Pennywise dances, but receive calls. Yeah, not much. I don't want to spook myself that easily. I want to live a simple life like any other boy. Mm-hmm. Boom. Mm-hmm. Boop. Do-do-do. I hope I'm not getting progressively worse at this as I go through each frame. Kind of feels that way, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. Do-do-do-do-do. Mm-hmm. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, and we also forgot about this part here. Okay, let's see it in motion. Uh-huh. Forgot about the little lock part here. I mean, it's sort of smooth. By the way, where's the key? Why do you need the key if you already open the lock? That's the doggo mode. I mean, just look at him. He doesn't care. All he cares about is just moving that big booty. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Jesus. We've done a lot of work today. And it's still keeps piling up on us. Oh, of course. It's another frame here. I mean, obviously it's an hour frame, but I mean that it's an hour in between. It's not that type of in between. It's a quarter in between. Oh, baby. Oh. Hmm. Actually, you know what? I want to experiment. What if I add 120 frames per second? I just want to see how it's going to look like. Hmm. Okay, no, doesn't matter. You're right, we can exchange his gold for dog food. For his own good. I mean, I wonder how much gold does he have. If he has a lot of gold, then he doesn't need to exchange all the gold. I think the gold is part of his personality mostly. Mostly. Basically. It's really hard for me to speak English because my mouth moves faster than my thoughts in my brain. Which sometimes doesn't give me a lot of time to articulate the things I want to say properly. Like, I make a mistake and then I understand that, yeah, this is exactly the mistake. This is exactly what it is, the mistake. Oh. Mm-hmm. 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 Like this. Da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's going to be somewhere here. It's going to be somewhere here. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is the boss music. I think the most like Sonic, the original Sega Sonic I played was. It's all. It also feel like trying to construct my sentence inside my head before speaking out because I'm typing instead. Yeah. This is. I think it's a common problem for all the non-English speaking people. Whenever we try to say something, we always like have to pause, and only when we come up with something. Gotta say, my finger kinda hurts now. Oh, baby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. It's really hard to make those. Hmm. Allow me to take a quick break, actually. I will... I'll rest my finger just a little bit. Mm-hmm. 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 It's been 2 hours now, actually. Oh! Yeah, it was. It was. Maybe you're right. Maybe we just should stop here and then return to the... a bit later. Okay, next time we're going to do Canyon, and we're going to We're going to do Canyon and we're going to do stream overlay. Canyon's most thing I'm mostly excited about because it's almost done. And the rest is just, well, needs to be done. But anyhow, if you like those kind of streams and you want to see more, please consider like, share, and subscribe and doing all of those good things. Because it's really important to me. I think it's all for this particular stream. Yeah, see you to the tea. Goodbye, everyone. We will be right back after an hour or so. Bye. Yay. Yay, bye, the tea. Egifat is out.